Hi guys. Okay, so I just got a nice little piece of information that talks about Kratz and Wiegert committing perjury. So let's check this craziness out. So I've got some things I'm going to link below from the testimony of Wiegert, of Kratz questioning Wiegert on the stand, and then also Kratz's email to Sherry Culhane, where this all comes together. I'm going to link all that below so you can see for yourself. But here we go. We're going to start with April 2006. Wiegert contacted Remaker because they had been talking and hearing about the defense's accusations that blood was planted. So Wiegert contacted Remaker at Manitowoc and asked him to check the evidence that they had on file for Stephen Avery for blood or DNA or anything that they had. Remaker contacts Wiegert back and says that there's no blood. What? There's no blood. But they had other items of DNA like swabs and fingernail clippings and things. But no blood. So then the date is not specified in the testimony, but I'm assuming also at the same around time of April 2006, Wiegert contacted Culhane at the crime lab to ask her, and she said that they had no blood of Stephen Avery's there. So then Kratz goes on to question him about April 2006, and Wiegert said that he has no reason to believe blood or any other biological material was at the clerk of court's office in Manitowoc, even though Remaker said there were other DNA items there. So he lied. Okay. Then we go over to, we're going all the way to December. So this all happened in April of 2006. Now we're going to go to December of 2006. This is from Wiegert's testimony. He says this is when he was first informed of Avery's blood being in Manitowoc. And that was when he was asked to go and check it out along with a lot of the people from the defense, from the prosecution, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of people there. It was all on videotape. They got pictures, and that was all shown in the documentary. That was when Wiegert said he first learned that it was there. So now I'm going to go over to this email from Kratz to Culhane on February 7th of 2006. So 2 months before all this stuff happened in April. 2 months before that, Kratz sends this letter to Culhane and says, Mark Wiegert is checking the 1985 Manitowoc blood sample taken to make sure what it was. So Kratz and Wiegert both knew that this testimony he was giving on the stand was not true. That he knew it was there back in February of 2006. He started asking around in April of 2006, but then it wasn't until December of 2006 until he was informed that there was a blood vial there. So who's lying here? This sounds like perjury to me. I don't know. Is this perjury? So there you go. Then, of course, in February 5th, so February 5th, this was several months after December, so a couple months after they discovered the blood there, and they all checked it out and stuff. Wiegert was sent back by the prosecution to package and take the vial back to Calumet County Sheriff's Department And then he placed it in the red container to be sent to the FBI. There you go. That is some bullshit, guys. I don't know what it means other than they lied. Kratz and Wiegert both knew that the vial was there in February of 2006. Okay, they did not find out about it in December of 2006. They found out about it in February of 2006. So for almost a year. And I know that I've heard different, there's another part of in the testimony where they're talking about the vial, where the defense and the prosecution are arguing back and forth with the judge about sending the vial of blood to be EDTA tested to the FBI, because for that entire year they knew that it was there. They all knew that it was there, and that's another place where it's mentioned. I don't have that right in front of me, but I do remember that it's another place where it's mentioned that they both knew about it for a year, and they both came to the conclusion that there was no EDTA testing available to them that would be done in time for trial, they thought. So all these things considered, there was no testing available. And even if they could get testing done, they couldn't get it done by the time they needed it. So it just wasn't possible. It wasn't going to happen. So they all pushed that aside. They weren't going to pursue the EDTA testing until the U.S. Attorney General got involved and said, okay, FBI, you're going to do this testing. I don't know why they did that, but they did. So then now that's the point where the FBI is told they're going to do this EDTA testing after all, and go get the vial, send it to us, we'll do the testing. And all this happens, in December and February 2006 and 2007. So, I'm going to link all this stuff below. I will probably also try to see if I can find that argument back and forth about the EDTA, just to give you some more stuff to look at that I was talking about here. But I'm going to link the email from Kratz to Culhane. I'm going to link the trial testimony and tell you where they start talking about it on this day, just so you can read it all for yourself. It's kind of, it's not really long, just a few pages, maybe 5, 6, 7 pages, I'm not sure. Of testimony where Wiegert is being questioned by Kratz. They don't really talk much about it in cross-examination, so it's all mostly done between Kratz and Wiegert. A little confused at why the defense didn't catch that or say anything about that. Maybe they assumed they had the wrong dates or something. I don't know. I'm going to try to give them a benefit of the doubt, but it seems really fucking weird to me, and I think that this looks like perjury to me. They lied about having knowledge of this blood vial even being there. I don't know why they would do that unless they had some other, they were going to deny they knew it was there because they knew maybe that somebody had actually planted. I know that Wiegert, at some point during this this line of questioning, during his testimony, he's talking about doing a side investigation of Lincoln Colburn, because they're the two named officers that were accused of planting the blood. So he's doing a side interview. So we'll get to that. Hi. Alright, sorry, had to cut that off. Got boyfriend coming in the door and cat going crazy. Meow, 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 meow. Where have you been all day? Meow, meow, meow. Okay. So, like I said, I'll put links to all the things below in the description, and want to also mention, if I can get my voice back, Clue TV. It is half price right now if you sign up early, so get over there, get signed up, get your membership, come see all the special content. and join us there. All right, thanks for watching.